You know that feeling when you wake up in the morning and instead of jumping out of bed full of energy, you're already thinking about your next nap. Or maybe you start the day strong, but by mid-afternoon, you feel like you've hit a wall. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. A lot of us over 60 notice our energy isn't what it used to be. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to stay that way. The truth is, energy isn't just about age, it's about habits. Small, simple changes in your daily routine can make a huge difference in how you feel. And today, I'm sharing 5 of the best habits to help you recharge, stay active, and enjoy life with more vitality. No crazy diets, no exhausting workouts, just practical, doable steps that actually work. So, let's dive in. The first habit might surprise you because it's not about what you do, it's about what you don't do, and that is skipping water. Now, I know you've heard drink more water 1,000 times, but here's why it's especially important as we get older. Dehydration doesn't just make you thirsty, it makes you tired. Your muscles feel sluggish, your brain gets foggy, and even your mood can dip. And here's the tricky part. As we age, our sense of thirst weakens. So by the time you feel thirsty, you might already be dehydrated. The fix? Make water a habit, not an afterthought. Keep a glass by your bedside and drink it first thing in the morning. Carry a bottle with you, not just when you're out, but around the house too. And if plain water feels boring, try adding a slice of lemon, cucumber, or even a splash of fruit juice for flavor. Small sips throughout the day add up to big energy gains. Now let's talk about the second habit, moving smartly. I'm not saying you need to train for a marathon. In fact, pushing too hard can backfire. But gentle, regular movement is like hitting the refresh button on your energy. When you sit for too long, your circulation slows down, your muscles stiffen, and your energy tanks. But a short walk, some light stretching, or even standing up and shifting your weight every 30 minutes can wake up your body and mind. Think of it like this. Your body is like a car. If you leave it parked for weeks, the battery dies. But if you take it for a short drive regularly, it stays charged. Same with you. A 10-minute walk in the morning, a few stretches while watching TV, it all counts. And the best part? You'll not only feel more energized today, but you'll also keep your strength and mobility for years to come. Now, before we move on to the next habits, like the surprising food that fuels energy without crashes and the sleep trick most seniors overlook, I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed a difference when you drink more water or move a little more? Drop a comment below and let's chat. Stick around, because in just a moment, we'll cover the next 2 habits, including one that's so simple, you'll wonder why you haven't been doing it all along. See you in the next part. So we've talked about how staying hydrated and keeping your body gently moving can work wonders for your energy. Now, let's move on to something just as powerful, maybe even more so, because what you eat doesn't just fill your stomach, it fuels your entire day. And here's where a lot of us get tripped up. We think energy food means coffee, sugar, or a quick snack. But those things, they give you a fast rush and then leave you crashing even harder. The real secret? Eating for steady, lasting energy. And that starts with one simple shift: balancing your plate the right way. Think of your meals like a campfire. If you only throw on kindling like white bread, sweets, or processed snacks, it'll flare up fast but burn out quick. But if you add a good log, something that burns slow and steady, you've got lasting warmth. For your body, that log is protein and healthy fats. Pair them with fiber-rich carbs like veggies or whole grains, and suddenly your energy doesn't spike and crash. It just flows. Here's an easy trick. At every meal, ask yourself, where's my protein? Maybe it's eggs, Greek yogurt, beans, fish, or chicken. Then add a colorful veggie. The more color, the more nutrients. And a smart carb like quinoa or sweet potato. And here's a bonus tip. Eat your protein first. It helps keep your blood sugar steady, so you avoid that post-meal slump. Now let's talk about habit number 4. And this one's a game changer for energy, mood, even brain health. It's sunlight. I know it sounds too simple, but sunlight isn't just about vitamin D, though that's huge for energy. It's about setting your internal clock. When you get natural light early in the day, even for just 10 to 15 minutes, it tells your brain, hey, it's daytime, time to be awake and alert. And that helps you sleep better at night, which means more energy tomorrow. Try this. With your morning water, habit 1. Step outside for a few minutes. Breathe deep, soak in the light. No sunshine, even sitting by a bright window helps. And if you really want to supercharge this habit, pair it with a short walk. Habit 2. 2 energy boosts in 1. Now, I can already hear some of you thinking, but what if I'm doing all this and still feel tired? Well, that brings us to the next habit, one that's often overlooked but can make or break your energy. And it's not about what you do during the day, but what happens while you sleep. Stick around because in the next part, we're diving into the real secret to waking up refreshed, plus one final habit that ties everything together. And trust me, this one might just become your favorite. We've covered a lot so far. Hydrating well, moving gently, eating for steady energy, and soaking up sunlight like your own personal recharge button. But now, let's talk about the foundation that holds all these habits together, because no matter how well you eat or move, if this one thing is off, your energy will always feel like it's fighting an uphill battle. I'm talking about sleep, but not just any sleep. Restorative sleep, the kind that leaves you feeling refreshed, not groggy. And here's the thing. As we get older, our sleep patterns naturally change. We might wake up earlier, struggle to stay asleep, or feel like we're not getting that deep, restful rest we used to. But that doesn't mean we have to just accept tired mornings. The secret isn't just about more sleep, it's about better sleep. And one of the easiest ways to get there? A wind-down routine. Your body loves predictability. When you signal to it that it's time to shift into rest mode, it listens. So about an hour before bed, start dimming the lights, especially those bright screens. Try something calming, like reading a book, the paper kind, listening to soft music, or even a few minutes of gentle stretching. And here's a pro tip. Keep your bedroom cool and dark. Your body sleeps best when it's slightly cool. Around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 degrees Celsius is ideal for most people. And if light sneaks in, try a sleep mask or blackout curtains. Small tweaks, big difference. Now let's bring it all together with the 5th and final habit. And this one's my personal favorite because it's free, easy, and instantly rewarding. It's finding joy in the little things. Here's the truth. Energy isn't just about your body, it's about your spirit. When you're doing something that lights you up, whether it's puttering in the garden, calling a grandkid, dancing to your favorite song, or even just savoring a perfect cup of tea, you feel more alive. And that feeling, it fuels you. Stress and boredom drain energy faster than anything, but joy replenishes it. So make time for what you love, even if it's just 10 minutes a day. Laugh often. Connect with people who make you smile. That's not just nice to have, it's essential for your energy and your health. So let's recap those 5 habits. Drink water like it's your job. Move your body with kindness. Eat for steady energy. Soak up sunlight. Prioritize deep rest. And always make room for joy. You don't have to do them all perfectly. Just start with 1 or 2. Small steps add up. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits are you already doing? Which one do you want to try first? Drop a comment below and let's cheer each other on. And if this video helped you, hit that like button. It means more folks over 60 will see it and get the energy boost they deserve. Remember, aging isn't about losing energy. It's about channeling it wisely. Here's to your health, your happiness, and a life that feels full of vitality. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, do subscribe to keep the circle growing.